Jada Smith for not de-escalating the situation, because trust and believe, if that was my husband, I'd be like, where are you going? So, it's been almost 3 days since the infamous slap. Temperatures are still frayed and there's been a wave of condemnation against Will Smith. So this is far from the calm after the storm. So good morning folks, good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. My name's Luna Rhodes, back once again with another video. Now I was quite hesitant in recording a commentary video on this incident because it's so distressing really. But in terms of entertainment, it's the main topic that has monopolised much of social media and of course the major news platforms. So the Oscars and the tragic moment when Will Smith decided to get up on that stage and lose self-control. Man, like you, I was left in complete shock at the absolute lunacy that played out at this event. Now the story has moved on. Will Smith has issued a heartfelt apology and the Academy have opened an inquiry into the incident. With regard to his statement, I believe those are the words he wished he could have conveyed on stage during his acceptance speech, because those tears were certainly tears of regret, because this is not representative of his character. It's just not. It's so crazy that in one moment it was the highlight of his career, and in the second hand, the nadir of his career. Now there's been so much discussion, deliberation and analysis as to what provoked Will Smith to get up on stage to do what he did. What was the catalyst? And I've tried to steer away from watching much of the news because, as I say, this is just distressing, it's disappointing, it's just heartbreaking, to be fair. This was supposed to be a night of celebration and it just turned into an absolute shower. And sadly, this event has cast a shadow over the achievements of the other nominees. Nobody's talking about how many awards that Dune won, the Best Picture award, the Best Female Actor. Nobody's talking about Worst or Best Dressed. I have to say, many people didn't get the memo, apart from Beyonce and Lori Harvey. Many people just rocked up as if it was the MTV Awards. But anyway, side note, different story. The main event is Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith and Chris Rock. As I say, there are many layers and many angles to the incident that occurred on Sunday night, and I wanted to jump in here just real quick to give my view on the whole situation. And some may consider my view a bit controversial, but just bear with me. So if you're comfortable, get yourself a cup of tea because we're about to go in, child. Firstly, Chris Rock and his joke at the expense of Jada Pinkett Smith. That joke, if you can call it a joke, was tepid. It was tone deaf, it wasn't even funny, and why he felt the need to hone in on somebody's hair, it was just beneath him as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I, in the UK, am aware of her alopecia, so why he felt the need to hone in on her physicality was just, I know he's a comedian, I know this is what they do, but if I'm aware of her medical condition, I would have thought that her contemporaries will also be aware of her condition and steer away from making a parody of it. That's just my thought. So I thought the joke was tone deaf and unnecessary. However, Will Smith's response. At first, what was bizarre about the whole situation is Will Smith engaged in a jovial response to the joke, if you can call it a joke. He, along with many other people in the audience, laughed at the joke, but something happened in that moment. You see Jada Smith, who looked completely disgruntled, irritated. Obviously in those moments, Will Smith saw his wife's expression, and I guess that was the catalyst to provoke him to get up on that stage and lose complete control of his emotions. At first you didn't know whether it was part of the joke. When he returned to his seat and he started to berate Chris Rock in the way he did, and he did it again, and the whole auditorium fell silent, that this was serious. The only thing I was able to do was to call upon the Lord. I was like, Lord Jehovah Jireh, is this shit for real? I was just, there's no words in the lexicon in that moment to describe how I was feeling, because I have been looking forward to this particular Oscar show because of Will Smith. I was hoping for Beyonce to win Best Original Song. So this was the awards show I was really anticipating, really looking forward to, and made an effort to stay up to watch. And I was just left stiff with rigor mortis in shock, man. I just didn't know what to say. Now, I find it difficult to understand anyone defending Will Smith's actions against Chris Rock. There's no argument. What he did was completely unacceptable. Now, I'm not here to crucify Will Smith. I'm here to try to comprehend and have a level of understanding to why. But there's no argument that I will be able to comprehend in defense of Will Smith's actions. There's no defense. But I do understand that this was the straw that broke the camel's back for a while now, and I'm sure many people have conveyed the same. Since Jada Smith's pronouncement of her entanglement, or in old terms, her affair, unfortunately the Smiths, especially Will Smith, has been subject to a lot of disparaging comments. It's almost demasculated him. So the constant barrage of, insult that he's been subjected to, there was always going to be a point where he was going to snap, where he was going to react out of emotion. And the worst case scenario happened on his night, on his moment, where he was to be celebrated. So this was a sequence of events that was leading up to a point where he was going to snap. And I feel that that message wasn't just for Chris Rock, that message was for the world. Leave me and my wife alone. Because this debacle wasn't just reserved to the Oscars. Even in the BAFTAs, our equivalent of the Oscars, Will Smith again won Best Male in a Leading Role. He won the BAFTA. Instead of the presenter celebrating Will's achievements, what did she do? She had to lambast Jada Smith. What's she got to do with Will Smith's achievements? Nothing. But it's open season on the Smiths. So, unfortunately, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. He snapped. He lost control of his emotions. And for me, I don't believe this is representative of Will Smith's character. And nobody is impervious or immune to losing self-control, to losing, a level head. We all have those frailties, but as you get older, you discern things different. You have a level of rationale and self-control and reasoning. But Will Smith just snapped and went into hood rat mode. To get up on stage and to slap someone the way he did, it was just... The joke wasn't even funny. The joke was old and tired. Jada Pinkett Smith reacted. Will Smith caught her reaction, her expression, and then that was the catalyst, clearly. Now, I'm not really here for the chatter about what this community think about Will Smith or what that community think about Will Smith. I'm not really here for that chatter. I'm just disappointed for Will Smith because this was his night to shine. This was his moment. This was his achievement to be bestowed with the most prestigious award in his profession. And it was completely sullied by a moment of lunacy, a moment where he just lost control in defense of his wife. Now, many people will say that, oh, it's chivalry. Far from, as far as I'm concerned. It's not chivalry. He could have done it in a gentlemanly manner. I mean, hindsight is a bitch, but, I just can't imagine why. It's just unbelievable. Now, hopefully he will learn from this. He will get over this. I know there's an inquiry on, whether he will have to relinquish his award or not. I hope that's not the case because he was Best Actor. For me, it wasn't just Best Actor award. It was almost tantamount to a Lifetime Achievement Award. And as I say, it's amazing how one decision can just change the whole trajectory of your life and how people perceive you. People just need to take a leaf out of the Jay-Z and Beyonce school of thought, man. Dignity, grace, and do not react. Because my sis, she don't react to nothing, man. They can come for her all you want to. She just carries on with grace. And man, I just don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. But I have got something to say about Jada Pinkett Smith now. So, I am disappointed for Will Smith, but I am disappointed with Jada Smith. For me, I felt that she failed in her position as a wife to de-escalate the situation. I know hindsight, is a bit of a bitch, but that's your husband for how many years? You say your relationship is stronger than ever. This was his moment, his night. So I felt that she failed in her duty as a wife to de-escalate the situation. If anything, she was the catalyst to provoke the situation. I know that Will Smith has said he's tired of the continual barrage of disparaging comments against him and his family. I can't walk in his shoes to understand the level of abuse that he gets. And it's not like he cuts himself away from it. He's very much entwined in social media. You have to have resilience. And he has showed that for so many years since her pronouncement of her affair. But it has demasculated him to a point where he wants to show to the world, I'm not putting up with this shit no more. And unfortunately, he showed it in the worst way possible. So I am disappointed with Jada Smith for not de-escalating the situation, because trust and believe, if that was my husband, I'll be like, where are you going? Only point by which you're going to put your foot on that staircase to ascend up the stage is when you're going to collect your award. I know she's not in control of his mind. He will decide what he wants to do, but there was a catalyst to trigger him to do what he did. And for me, I feel that catalyst was his wife. So being the catalyst, you now have to be the beacon of calmness to de-escalate the situation. I'm disappointed for Will Smith, but I'm disappointed with Jada Pinkett Smith. That may seem a bit controversial. You know, I understand about chivalry, defending your wife. 100%, I'm an advocate for that. I'm an advocate and always have been an advocate for the defense and the protection of all women, the protection of men, the protection of children, just generic. But speaking as a woman, I can only speak as a woman, and many people have brought up this whole issue of, you know, the black woman's the most unprotected, the most this, the most that. I understand that, but my view is the protection of everyone. You know, there's enough violence in this world, and the last thing we need to see is an actor who has brought so much joy to the world to deteriorate in front of the world the way he did and exhibit violence against another black man. That was a hard pill to swallow. Denzel Washington was right. You never know, at your highest moment, that's when the devil will come for you. 100% Denzel, man. You better preach the word, because so true. You know, level heads have now prevailed. He has issued a statement of apology, and rightly so. And I hope this matter is resolved somehow. I hope that he doesn't have to relinquish the award, but something needs to happen in terms of, you know, I don't know what needs to happen, but I don't think the statement is enough. There needs to be more to quell this situation and to, I don't know, it's just so sad, because Will Smith to me is a beacon of joy, a beacon of charisma. And he's one of those rare breed of actors who are able to evoke emotion out of his audience. Whereas Will Smith, I mean, many actors have cried in a movie. It doesn't elicit that response from me to be so emotional. Somehow Will Smith just has that magic. When he's in a scene and when his voice breaks and he's about to cry, I'm gone. It's like, okay, where's the tissue? I can't help but to cry. And Will Smith just has that power, a rare breed of actor to really evoke and elicit that emotion out of an audience. Now, God damn, shit. Sorry, voice break. My voice is breaking. But as I say, I'm not so concerned about the outside chatter and perception and prejudice. I'm more so concerned and disappointed for Will Smith, because I know, trust and believe, if I was his wife, that incident wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. My husband would not have gotten upon that stage. Even if I was pissed the F off, he would not have got up on that stage to do what he did. It wouldn't have happened, because for the main fact, that was his night. Nothing to do with anyone else, his night. And man, before I lose my voice, child, I had to give my view on the situation. The joke was tone deaf, but it didn't warrant the response from Will Smith as he did. And there was a catalyst that provoked Will Smith to do as he did. Yes, he is autonomous in what he will do, but there's an equation to that sequence of events. Something provoked him to get up on that stage, sadly. And if that something wasn't there, he would have sat down in his seat. I just wish he took his daughter and not his wife, because clearly there's a lot of backstory with the whole entanglement situation that has really affected Will Smith, and this was the last straw. So I wish he just took somebody else. I wish he took his 2 adult children, but you know, it is what it is, and I can only hope that somehow the matter is resolved in an amicable way, somehow. It's really, really harsh because I'm a major fan of Will Smith, and I hate to see the self-inflicted damage any artist I love. We all live and learn. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's impervious to making mistakes, colossal mistakes. Nobody is. And I hope somehow this matter is resolved with him and Chris Rock. And yeah, that's all I can say. So yeah, that's my view on the whole situation. I've gone on long enough. I think this is my longest video. Anyway, guys, please comment below. I'd love to read your thoughts, and I shall see you soon. And on a good note, at least Sonic 2 is going to be released this weekend. I can't wait for it. Me and my partner are going to watch it. And I may do a kind of discussion video, a follow-up video on this very topic, on the Oscars, because I doubt that this story is going to go away anytime soon. I mean, I've never seen anything of the like. But anyway, guys, yeah, please comment below. Love to read your thoughts, your comments, and I shall see you soon. Adios. Bye.